Hello, hello! Welcome one and all to Zipster's Gaming Corner. I'm your host Zipster. What we do here is review PC games in HD. The game we'll be reviewing today is Uplink. Uplink is for the Hacker Elite. A little explanation on that. The game is a simulation type game, so you will simulate that you are hacking into different things like banks and other company rival data for data research, deleting things, causing mischief and mayhem. It's different. It's different. Definitely for people that enjoy their computer degree and looking at stuff. The game's a little older, so the graphics and sound are a little outdated. October 1st, 2001 is when it first came out, and then it was brought to Steam finally middle of August or so of 2006. Genre falls under a strategy indie type game. There's a bit of strategy in this game, and it's not exactly straightforward how to play it first, but they do give you a nice tutorial. It is developed and published by Introversion Software, a game company out of the UK. You might be familiar with their other titles, Multiwinia, Darwinia, and Defcon. You sometimes see them in a 4-pack together. But yeah, no, you take the role of a hacker and you try and upgrade your gateway, get more expensive tools, more parts for your computer, memory, processor, etc. Um, yeah, game's pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Some of the categories we go through on Zipster's Gaming Corner. 5 of them there are: presentation, graphics, sound, gameplay, and replayability. Presentation overall in this game, I give it a 10 out of 10. The game takes place in a computer console environment with a GUI interface, lots of utilities that you'll see. I'll show you like password breaker and log deleter, things like that. But it is quite different from your standard FPS and RTS game. It's kind of interesting. Like FPS, you got your gun, you're running around doing stuff. RTS, you got your standard, mobs that you're taking care of and controlling a whole bunch of units at once. Well, this is more like a rapid click type game, but in accuracy whenever you do it, and you'll see what I mean, because you're under pressure every time you do a hack. Game's very cyberpunk feel to it. It takes place where you're the hacker and you're sabotage, causing any mischief. Pretty much, it feels like right from your own home. So, anyone wanted to be that, person that wanted to see about computers and get into a game like this, and you're not really causing real mayhem, this is the game for you. I'll let you watch a little video on it. It might explain it a little bit for you. So, we will be right back, folks.
A stroke of genius. A true original. From Introversion Software, the award-winning makers of Darwinia, a futuristic high-tech computer crime game for the hacker elite. Uplink. You're an Uplink agent, a freelance hacker. Your clients, global multinationals. You hack into rival computer systems, steal research data, sabotage other companies, launder money, erase the evidence, even frame innocent people, and all from the comfort of your own home. In Uplink, you are the hacker elite. Find more dangerous and profitable missions, change people's academic and even criminal records, and then siphon money from their bank account into yours. And why not construct the most deadly computer virus ever designed? But watch out, when you're online, you're being traced. Uplink, a game for the corrupt at heart, where trust is a weakness. PC Gamer called it a stroke of genius, perverse and brilliant. PC Format said, a true original. Paranoia has never been so much fun. And Games Master's verdict, deeply, deeply, deeply compulsive. Try it. Uplink. Join the hacker elite.
So that was a little trailer on Uplink. So yeah, you can see you can do a lot of stuff in it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and open up the game. Put it up in the little window here. There we go. Alright, so I'll go ahead and just bring up a new user here. Alright, So we're logged into our gateway. Lots of stuff going on, as you can probably already see. You got your main gateway area here, where you got your map. This is a map where you bounce to go to different connections when you're going into a computer. Never connect directly to a computer because your logs will be left on there, and that is your only way. You'd have to get in there and delete your logs and then disconnect. But even if you disconnected, you're still leaving a log, so you got to bounce between machines. Different utilities here: land tools, crackers, security, file utilities, things like that. You can send mail to yourself, do notes. There's a few other items over here. They got, let's see, got some mail. You go in, gain access to different things. What else got? Gateway. Here's your gateway. You can see what you got. Different CPUs, memory, modem. Yes, this game is a little outdated. Memory banks, what's in there, your different tools, how much it takes up, your overall rating, if you're a good or bad hacker, your overall financials, how much money you got in the bank to spend, and yep, and these are all the connections you can go to. That's just the beginning of them. Internet's the main one you want to go to, because you can go here and browse and search for just about anything that's in the game there, and you filter, like say, public servers. So you add a public server, and we just connect to the public server. Alright, and get the admins thing, disconnect. And this is funny. You actually dial phone numbers, and the admin picks up. You have to record his voice. Just listen.
Hello? Hello? Who's there?
There's some other funnier ones than that, but that's just an example of that. As you can see, the graphics and the overall sound, it's mediocre. It's nothing like, you know, the standard games we got today. Gave them both 7 out of 10. Graphics are okay, but, you know, it's not something you get too excited over, but the game does make up where the overall layout of the console is, and like the simplicity of, you know, click here, do that type thing. However, the strategy isn't quite straightforward. You do develop your strategies as you go along, and you may not play the game the same way twice again. But yeah, you hear the sound, the music going in the background. Music's nice. It's original soundtrack. It varies from time to time, but it has like a genre of a cyberpunk light techno going on, so you can turn that off in the options if you want, but I like it. It's pretty good. Another thing is there's a constant beeping sound, which is your tracker. I don't think on this one I have that. Let me see here. I'll go into my other account. Alright, let's see our tracker here. Alright, so you see our tracker. It's down the corner here. Let's see, we connect to something. Alright, let's load it on up. Hold on. That somehow magically disappeared. Alright, so connect here. Alright, as you can see, trace started beginning. And we're probably not close to being traced or anything yet. But, yeah, no, you can pass or break some stuff, which is what I'm doing right now. Let's see here. You can get admin access to the machine. Lots of different tools and stuff you can do here. But you know, I mean, the sound's good. This tracking, as it gets closer and closer to you, it'll beat faster and faster. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, I'll tell you. As you already saw with the other thing. Okay, so we gained access into here. We can type like someone's name. See if I'm in here. Probably not. Oh, but it tells me my social security and everything, and we change like this and go married, and you know, my date of birth would be like 29/12/19, 1-1987 or something like that. And commit your changes. See, yep, now we're done. And you hear it again faster and faster. Yeah, it's like, oh, you gotta get it done, you gotta get it done. But see, I can't get into the logs to do anything, but you could get in there to do that, which is cool. You only get traced this whenever with read-write access whenever you're in there. Problem is you can't delete your logs. So if you're fast enough to delete them, which I'm going to go into right now, we're going to go into the internet, which is our first bounce point. I just went to the wrong place. How do I go back? How do I go back? There we go. And we got that hacked already, and we'll get rid of that connection I just had, and connect that one. There. Now, the link is broken and they can't trace back to me changing something in there. So, apparently, I am married now in there. But yeah, you can change a whole bunch of stuff. Gameplay, it's interesting. Like, if we go to, I think it's the International Service System. There we go. You'll see a mission list, and you can start accepting missions and stuff for whatever you got. So, there's like access remote computer and copy data. You could corrupt things, you delete things, a whole bunch of stuff. It's interesting though. Slowly you start adding things to your PC and it gets faster and you get better tools and get up in the rank with the hackers. The game's mostly mission based and it's pretty forgiving at first in the beginning, but later on it's like the feds are after your machine and you better be fast and know exactly what you're doing for your strategy before you take your mission. It's kind of interesting. It almost becomes a competition to see how accurately you can click and get the correct tools at the right timing. Anything from hacking, rival computer systems, stealing data, sabotaging companies, all the things you heard inside that little trailer video. So there's a lot to do. I think I have a few down here myself. But yeah, no, there's a few things here and there, different emails. But yeah, gameplay 10 out of 10. For playability, I actually give that 10 out of 10 too. The game is definitely highly addicting. It's a little hard at first getting into, but you could spend hours here. Once you get through the tutorials, like a 3-step tutorial, gets you your basic tools and tells you basically what to do for a simple mission. The game is forgiving to a degree in the lower ranks, but as you get higher it gets really ridiculous. There's an option actually, if the feds get too close to your machine, you're higher up in rank, you have the choice to blow up your rig so that they can't track you and bring you, you know, to justice, or the game over screen in this case. But if you do blow up your rig, you do have to start from scratch, so that's the bad part, but you don't get caught. But you know, once you know the types of missions, it becomes more of a speed run of a game instead, how fast you can get to the gateway and all that. So we'll go ahead and do a mission here. Let's disconnect from here. Let's see. Hummingbird Industries internal machine. Aha, there it is. Load it on up. Where are you, Hummingbird? That's not it. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we connect here. Alright, so we gotta hack it. So we can do admin, like I said, or you can do the read-write. So we're gonna hack it. And we are getting a file, so we're copying it. So we're gonna go ahead and get our copier out. We can have it ready. Proceed. What are we looking for? Hum data 21649. So I'll up that on our processor. 21649. There it is. We'll bring up our memory banks here. Copy that. Alright, and if you want, you can really delete your logs here. It's kind of up to you. Whatever way you think's easier for you. You actually crash the machine and do a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. Different links they got. Admin. disabled the monitor. Console logs. Wow, they barely even touching me. Actually, it seems I have enough time, so I'm going to crash the system for you guys. Alrighty, so we have a cursor here. We go CD user, and then we do delete. Oop, I guess I gotta type it out. Alright, we do CD sys. You don't have to wait for it, so we're deleting all the stuff on the server. And we'll do CD sys and delete. So we're deleting the operating system. And actually, you don't have to wait. You could come up and wait for it. I'm going to show you guys. It kind of just crashes. But let's see. Post that. Yep. See, I just disconnected. So I probably just crashed that server. So we're going to go ahead and reply with our data. So we got to look for our attachment. There's our attachment. Send it. There we go. And they've congratulated me for it. You just delete your emails and go through it like that. But that's pretty much the game, folks. I mean, it's a pretty good game. I like it. It gave a overall 8.8 out of 10 verdict. You should get it, but be patient with the game because there's a bit there. You guys need help with it, just let me know because I've been through just about every type of mission there is on that game. If you like it, pick it up at Steam for $9.99. Direct to Drive has it for $19.95, $10 more. I don't know why, so I'd still go with Steam so far. Green Man Gaming, company out of UK as well, $5.95, and actually on a special that I just saw the other day for $4.76 right now. So not too bad. An Introversion site gets it 15 and 20 respectively for download, and if you have the actual game shipped to you. It does come from the UK, so that will affect you there for a little cost. But overall, 8.8 out of 10 for Uplink. This is Zipster. And if you got any other games you'd like, feel free to email me at zipstersgamingcorner@gmail.com. All these videos and live broadcasts, you can be found at youtube.com/user/zipster123. And the live streaming broadcast that actually I'm doing now can be found at livestream.com/ultimatepcgaming. Well, that's all for now, folks. Till we meet again, my fellow gamers. Later.